If aliens came to Earth and really wanted to eat you, would you say, no problem, and let them take a bite out of your mom and dad too? If you wouldn't want aliens to hurt you, then leave the animals alone. Don't eat them, don't wear them, don't use them, or take over their home. Leave the animals the fuck alone. Hello students, welcome to class. Today we're looking on TikTok at different people who are suffering from cognitive dissonance. Those are people who think that they are good individuals, but who are actually really unkind. Today our focus is Joe Bartolozzi.
Drink soy milk, oat milk, rice milk, almond milk. Don't steal milk from a cow. Be vegan, start right now. Follow that vegan teacher, she will show you how.
Joe Bartolozzi has 18 million followers over on TikTok, and therefore he has a social responsibility to do the right thing. That means to stand up for the innocent animals who are suffering by the billions right now. This video by Joe Bartolozzi shows a fish out of water. It has 3.4 million views. Joe has a perfect opportunity here to draw attention to the suffering of this fish, but rather than doing so, he ridicules what's going on. Joe, if this was you, how would you feel if somebody put you underwater and wouldn't let you breathe? I'm sure you wouldn't like it. So why not draw attention to that? You have such an opportunity here to be an anti-speciesist, to help raise awareness of animal suffering. Joe, you should be vegan by now.
Veganism isn't extreme, but let me tell you what is. Teaching our children to love animals and then teaching them that we can harm those we love. Veganism isn't extreme, but let me tell you what is. Teaching our children to care for animals and then teaching them that we can harm those we love. That is extreme. Veganism isn't extreme. It's true love.
Hello students, welcome to part 2 of our class. We're still looking at Joe Bartolozzi and his cognitive dissonance. In this next video, he is talking about a little dog who is clearly sick and unhappy and suffering, but he manages somehow to make fun of the suffering of this innocent animal. It's really quite sad.
This dog looks so old.
So you can see in this video that Joe is making fun of the elderly dog. So he is not only a speciesist, but also ageist. This dog has no teeth and is clearly suffering, clearly unhappy. Shortly after this video was filmed, the dog actually did die. So Joe, my question to you is, why do you think that you have no empathy here for this innocent animal? Why do you think it is so funny to make fun of the suffering of others? What you're doing, Joe, is you are teaching your audience to be cruel and not to be kind to animals.
Being vegan doesn't mean that you just do your best not to eat, wear, or use animals. Being vegan also means you bravely speak out to defend them.
In this next clip, we see Joe Bartolozzi making fun of a fish who is being teased by a woman who holds a hot dog outside of the water. Now, the goal of this, I guess, is to laugh at the fish getting this dead animal, which is a pig. Now, when in real life would a fish ever be eating the corpse of a pig? Pigs are murdered at 6 months old. They're murdered in gas chambers and they are turned into hot dogs. I don't see what is so funny about any of this.
He thought that was the hot dog too.
So here we can see that Joe thinks it's quite interesting and hilarious to look at this woman who is teasing this poor fish. I don't see what is so funny about this, and I think this would have been a perfect opportunity for you, Joe, to point out the fact that hot dogs are not food for fish and that this is, once again, speciesism and using animals for entertainment. They are here on the planet with us and not for us, Joe.
What's in your body? Why are you eating meat when you can choose compassion with every bite you eat? Do you want your body to be a garden, or do you want it to be a morgue? If you're brave enough to learn the truth, go to don'twatch.org. Do you want your body to be a garden, or do you want it to be a morgue? If you're brave enough to learn the truth, go to don'twatch.org.
Recess time. This is the time where we go outside and we enjoy the beautiful sun. And we look at a few of your comments. So we have one here by Emily who says that she is vegan now. So Emily, happy Vegan Declaration Day to you. I am so proud of you for declaring that you are going to be vegan and start helping the animals. So I look forward to following you here on this channel and to seeing your videos where you talk about the animals and all the exploitation that they go through. Thank you so much for that. Just on a little note though, I want to talk about my backyard here. Just let you know that every single chair here and every table in my backyard has been taken out of the garbage. People throw out the most amazing things. Now these chairs were kind of a bit dirty before, but with some leftover paint, I just kind of smudged them around a bit and they just came back to life. The other ones were already thrown out with these cushions on them. They're so comfy. Imagine throwing out 4 perfectly good chairs like this.
I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food. I'm always in the mood to save animals and eat delicious vegan food. Check the label, check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, it's okay. Check the label, check the label. If it's vegan, the animals will say, hooray!
Hey there, thank you for being here, hanging out with us at recess time. As you can see, Bella, vegan dog, has come to join us, and it's quite warm here, so she likes to lie in the little mini fire pit and put her head on the nice cool brick. She's so cute. We went for a nice long walk today. Most of the time she enjoyed just lying on people's grass, and I just kind of sat there with her. Kind of looked funny, but that's what she loves. She's like coasting around the neighborhood, smelling everything, and she loves to go and swim in the lake. But with regard to your comment about the McNuggets, yeah, there are microplastics in all different kinds of meat, and that is just another reason why it is a good idea to become vegan. But of course, the main reason is for the animals. We don't want to hurt them, wear them, use them, or exploit them in any way. So thanks for being here to learn with me today.
Go to howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it again. Howdoigovegan.com, sing it with me. Howdoigovegan.com. End speciesism, end speciesism, end speciesism. Be kind to the animals. End vegan phobia, end vegan phobia, end vegan phobia. Be kind to the activists. Dance if you're vegan, hands up if you're vegan. Think you can't do it? Try it, you can. Yeah.
Before we move on, I want to draw your attention to an Instagram account which is in sharp contrast to Joe Bartolozzi. Vegan Booty, her name is Tash Peterson, spends all of her spare time trying to rescue innocent animals. In this case, she rescued this chicken from a factory farm in Australia, and she writes, "I will never forget the night when I liberated these two." If you look at her site, you will see there were 2 similar-looking birds. As I entered the dark shed egg facility, hundreds of eyes looked over at me. Rows and rows of individuals stacked and crammed into tiny cages. It went so far back and so high up, I didn't know where it ended. The ammonia so strong it was difficult to breathe. I'd stepped into hell. I opened one cage and placed these 2 girls in a pillowcase. They were now safe. The remaining hens would be murdered at just 18 months old because their overworked bodies can't handle laying so many eggs. The industry deems them useless and murders them. Follow Vegan Booty.
The egg industry is just a cycle of misery. They lie to you endlessly. Don't buy eggs, walk away. Go to egg-truth.com today.
All right, so here we are. We just had our lunch and we are just looking at the incredible explosion that took place. We have so many dishes because we ground up all kinds of sauces from veggies and fruits, and we made a delicious sauce for an entire cauliflower and an entire broccoli and some carrots, which was blended up in here. This is our compost bin, which we actually keep in the fridge until we can put it in the compost outside. And the reason that there's a whole bunch of banana peels in there is because we're making banana nice cream that we're going to eat very soon when it's hard. But I wanted to show you this that I'm feeding Bella today as a little treat. This is broccoli stem. Now, you should never throw these out because you can cut around the edge and eat the inside. It's very tender and actually really good. I wouldn't lie to you. It honestly is really good. So this is what it looks like after you peel it. To taste these little bits. They're delicious, they're crunchy, and Bella absolutely loves them. There you go, Bella.
Bet you can't tell which dog is vegan. Bet you can't tell. Bet you can't tell which dog is vegan. Bet you can't tell. Check the label. Check the label. Check the label. If it's vegan, it's okay. Check the label. Check the label. If it's vegan, the animals will say, hooray!
We decided to go back to Joe Bartolozzi's TikTok to see if there was anything that we could possibly say was good about his channel. Now here he's looking at some monkeys and he is commenting about the fact that there is somebody being actually quite cruel and throwing peanut shells directly into the monkey's face just to be cruel for no reason. I'm not sure why anyone would want to do this, but the monkey is clearly so used to being abused that he doesn't even run away. Now, here Joe is commenting on it, but not to the extent that he should. He's simply asking why would anyone want to do this, but he's not saying this is a horrible thing to do. We shouldn't be exploiting animals. We should never be treating them any different than we would be treating our own children. He doesn't say that, and that's a shame. Again, Joe, you missed an opportunity here to be a great vegan animal rights activist. We hope you join us soon. It's time to be vegan, Joe.
Plants have protein, they really, really do. Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true. Plants have protein, they really, really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you. Let's follow that vegan teacher on YouTube right now. Let's